Oscar Ward, done. Go to Nzambuya.
Nzengera kwogera political commentator nga buli ladies and gentlemen wano we mutulaba tusinziridde mu Tokyo Japan nakunyonyodde nti omukyala gwe bayita Nabanja Prime Minister wa Uganda yazze okusaka sente z'okugenda okukola ebyabwe so si eby'abana Uganda. Tusinziridde wano e Tokyo.
Olwaleero Nabanja mwali mu kizimbe muno naye twagala afune message n'Abajapani tugenda kugibawa
wafulaga mube mabega
koye okuganda nga balimba abantu n'okubba ssente z'amawanga abalala kola abantu bakolerera ssente zaabwe tebagenda mu byakufeera bufezi mawanga nga bo bwe bakikola yasse wano n'atandika okulimba abantu ku TV za Japan n'emikolo gy'abaddemu gyonna nga Uganda abantu bafanjala abantu tebafanjala simple because tebakola tebafanjala simple because tebalina kyakukola bakola ne balima n'emmere yaabwe abantu baffe beerimira nabo bannabanja abo ne batandika okubba ettaka lyaffe ne balikwata ne n'emmere gye basanzeko ne bagyonoona kati awo toyinza kugamba abantu nti abantu bafanjala nga n'emmere yaabwe gye babadde balimye kwokise. So we want to send out this message to the people, now to the people, that they should not fall into the traps or the bomb traps set by the government of Uganda, led by Museveni, a criminal that is wanted in the criminal international criminal court. His son is behind the abduction and the torture of Ugandans, innocent Ugandans, simply because they do not side with his government. So we do not want democratic governments to be aiding a dictatorship everywhere. If you find a threat to peace in any place, it should be a threat to peace in any country. We want to send out the message to the Japanese that you will be seeing more Ugandans fleeing Uganda to come to seek asylum in your country simply because Museveni is making it a problem for them to stay in their own country. They were soliciting funds to help them because they camouflage into helping refugees in Uganda, but they are behind the chaos that brings refugees to Uganda. They antagonize all neighboring countries, and whenever you see fights, you will find Museveni's allies, all the rebel groups in Congo, in the DRC. The M23 is a rebel group that is funded and trained by Museveni's forces and Museveni's funds and Kagame as well. So this is the message that we are giving out to the Japanese government. That if you know you sign the accords that protect human rights and you're democratic, as you say, you should not fund a dictatorship elsewhere. Lives of Ugandans matter, just like lives of Japanese are. You should not care about Japanese as you do not think about other people in the world. We always become a problem to you, but we want to be in our country. No one wants to be in a foreign land. We have our country, we are meant to be Ugandans. And these people you find are the ones behind us not finding peace in our country. So we want peace in our country. We want them out of the country. And you should not fund them. You should not give them anything. Ugandans work for themselves. We do not want help. We can work for ourselves. They are the people behind every chaos you see. So we want to send out this message loud that don't fall for any scam message that is brought by Nabanja, Japan. Whatever she said were all lies. Ugandans, we do not have Ebola to the extent that Ugandan government is exaggerating it. We can't accept that Ebola is a disease that has ever existed in Uganda, but not
coming Uganda.
So this is the message we are giving them. We are giving all the Japanese and Japanese government that Japanese people should also get concerned. The government should not dish out money you toil and work for. Then you pay in taxes and governments that dishing it out to dictatorship, who fund dictators who are causing chaos and disturbing peace, killing people, abducting and distracting property. So we want to say no to help that is extended to the government of Uganda. The embassy of Uganda you're seeing here is not even concerned about the welfare of Ugandans that are staying in Japan itself. So, people here in Japan, we want to send you a message, and this is the pressure you should put on your government. They should not be called for any cases. Museveni has borrowed a lot of money that is not being of any assistance to Ugandans. That is why even when they said that they were giving him aid to fight Ebola in other terms other than money, Museveni said it is not any help at all. They want access to money. All other legitimate organizations have fallen out with Museveni and they cannot lend them money at all. So we call upon Japanese not to be conned, not to be fooled. We want you to pass the message to your people. Please, the government of Japan should stop facilitating a dictator in Uganda by the names of Museveni, Yoweri Kaguta. He's not a legitimate government. His government is not legitimate. We went for a general election on the 14th of January 2021, which was unanimously won by Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. And through the threat, abductions, killings, he managed to get rid of everything. We even went for a petition. We petitioned in the High Court, in the Supreme Court, and they fooled us. That's why we decided to take out the case and brought it back to the General Public Court. And we are still fighting on to get rid of the dictator and we have to reclaim our legitimate leadership. Power to the people. Seven must go. Seven must go. As I said in the first part, we came here with a petition, and I would like our leader to read us that petition for Ugandans to bear witness and stay on record. It is here. People power.
People power! People power! Our power! Ra!
Sometimes flows that they didn't tell me that they do for it. Japana Demostration to an Japan, but you tell me that Kungudo. Nero, demonstration to come out to the premises, to the time, the one who are then going at the moment. Here, to protest Nabanja's visit here. So, petition the two parts of Japan, he said, I'm going to go through it and I'll read it to you. And we shall put it on all platforms that we operate. But like when I'm being so for better when you see and now a positive was over and so not anymore, which I'm sometimes so I'm going to read the petition. So petition against Uganda Japan Business Forum, December 2022. Attention, Mr. Nobuhiko Sasaki, Chairman and CEO, Japan External Trade Affairs Organization. Mr. Sanichi Nakutani, State Minister, Minister of the Economy, Trade and Industrial Meeting, and all persons present, protocol observed. Ugandans protest this event as well as the presence of Right Honorable Nabanja, the Prime Minister, Republic of Uganda. Nabanja, a semi-educated representative of the corrupt, incompetent dictatorial regime of Uganda, has been in power irregularly for the past 36 years. Must not be in Japan, a democratic country that represents freedoms and human rights for people. A country that seeks to uplift all humanity from poverty, disease, and ignorance. The people of Uganda are indeed in need of justice and in need of Japanese aid, loans, and trade. But the reason why, after 60 years of independence, the quality of life in Uganda is still getting worse in real terms, and is in real terms. the incompetence and criminality of the regime that Nabanja is representing, which has been in power for half the time of Uganda's existence. It is true Uganda is around, but the reason is because the actions of the current regime, to begin with, Yoweri Museveni Kaguta, which Nabanja is representing, is manned by regime zealots who cannot question the president but are essentially semi-educated, uncivilized, grossly incompetent persons with no idea of how to run a government. Nabanja herself, as many of you have seen already or witnessed, cannot intelligibly or on her own explain public administration, challenges and possible solutions in Uganda. The reason Museveni appoints such people is to shield himself from true elites whose challenges he harbors. The other reason is to explain to foreign donors that while he himself is intelligent and very competent, his team has let him down. While the Ugandan team led by Nabanja is in Japan to ask for your help and cooperation, they really do not deserve it. These people are irresponsible. They are responsible for hunger, economic backwardness and disease and injuries of most Ugandans. For instance, they have grabbed land from peasants on which food is grown. They are so tribalistic that they have concentrated food processing and distribution among a few people from the president's tribe. Persons with no knowledge about these activities, but who simply want profits. The regime is so corrupt that even when they receive aid, they will steal it. Recently, the USA refused to give aid to the regime for Ebola outbreak, opting to give resources to civil society actors. USA cited corruption and fear of rampant outright theft of the resources of the regime government workers. We warn you that if Japanese investors come to Uganda, they will be frustrated. Government officials will be asking them for bribes and other favors, therefore giving them necessary licenses and other instances they need will be a hard task. The country is so badly run that investors will find a world of problems beyond corruption. Bureaucracy, illogical conditions and stipulations governing investment, etc. The Museveni regime led by Nabanja is a leading human rights abuser in the world. Please challenge her to explain to you why the regime has currently stepped up the arrests and abductions of young Ugandans aged 18 to 35. Many of these are rotting in jails after brutal torture and never produced in courts. Some turn up dead and dropped at the sides of the roads in the mortuaries, while others are simply missing. Nobody can explain their whereabouts. Ugandans' youth are the most vigilant. They are the most vigilant opposition to the Museveni regime. Therefore, Mr. Nobuhiko, it is evident that by allowing Nabanja in Japan, we are not only aiding in his immoral deeds, but also enhancing a breeding ground for the continued deterioration of Ugandan economy, as investors will be long gone before we know it. Mr. Nobuhiko, we believe in you. We believe you have our interests and those of our countrymen at heart. Uganda needs us. It needs the actions of the bold, the fearless, represented here. We firmly and say Nabanja must not be allowed in Japan. So this has been the petition that we have written to the organizers of this forum. We are going to give a copy to all these organizations that I mentioned at the beginning of the petition, which is the Japan External Trade Organization, the Ministry of Economic Trade and Industry, and the other, say for example, the Uganda Investment Authority that is present here. So we are going to give them a copy of this petition that has been signed by a number of Ugandans. Some are present here and some are not even present here. So this has been signed by my fellow comrades around here, and it's going to be given to this Nabanja corrupt food.
People power. People power. Our power. Our power. People power. Everywhere. NUP. NUP. Everywhere. Everywhere. NUP. Seven must go.
Seven must go. Free
Nabanja,
Uganda.
not
Seven,
welcome here.
free Uganda.
Stop abandoning
Ugandans.
and torturing Ugandans.
Free our nation.
Yeah, well, as you've seen behind me has been the Ugandans who have been protesting. Many of them are around the Serene Hotel. As you see, the Prime Minister of Uganda, Nabanja, has been here for personal issues of the President of the Republic of Uganda. As you see, this lady comes here and they go around the world to pick resources to stay in power, abducting many Ugandans, killings, and the reaching of power. We have come to exercise our rights in Japan to tell the United Nations and the people around the world that these people who have come to Japan, the Prime Minister and the group, we don't like them in our country anymore. They are killing our brothers. Like our placards, you are saying stop trading and investing with the dictator regime of Museveni. Museveni has killed many people, and we are here to report to you from Tokyo that the protest is going on as Nabanja is addressing his people. We are here waiting for Nabanja. Nabanja should mention as to why they are collecting money to kill other people. Thank you. Reporting from Tokyo, your reporter. Thank you very much.
People power.
People power.
They are power.
People power.
Our power.
People power.
Our power.
Andaliweddeko banange ssemwe tukoze bubi eri andaliweddeko naye katulinde Nabanja ono tugenda nga tumukuba wano ku mayinja n'ebifuufugu.